going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope this message finds you well, and I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Today, I'll present to you another fragrance review. It was a blind buy, and later on I found out it's a clone of a very famous fragrance, a hyped one. And if you're new to this channel, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon on the side, get all the updates from my channel. Without further ado, let's get down to business. This fragrance is from the Arabic houses. I believe it's one of the Arabic houses, but the fragrance is manufactured and produced in France. And the name of the fragrance is Giorgio Black. And by no means, my friends, this is not Giorgio Armani. I got confused too. Actually, I saw it in a group and then I was interested and I was like, okay, let's have a look. I took the shot. This was a blind buy, and I'm not too much into floral fragrances, and I'm gonna tell you the note breakdown and what I got from this fragrance. But mind you, this is a very floral fragrance. Guys wear floral fragrances as well. Yes, people wear floral fragrances. It's not only the ladies who put on those floral fragrances. Let's get down to the presentation. Box is like very much generic. It's nothing. Over here there's a holographic sticker that says genuine or something. Yeah, of course it's authentic. We all get it. So that's the back of the box. Some basic information, nothing going on the sides. Like over there on the side it says manufactured in March of 2020, and there's an expiration date as well, and it expires on 3/25. And oh yeah, there's a batch number 1344. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show you the bottle. It's nice, very simple. It's nothing special. This is what the bottle looks like. Giorgio Black. Concentration is EDP. And like I said, this fragrance is sub $20. I was very skeptical when I was purchasing this thing. I was like, below $20, huh? So I'm not sure like if this is gonna smell like crap, trash, or it's gonna be usable. There's not too much information available of this particular fragrance on the internet. I found only a couple of reviews, so I thought, hell, let's go for it. Let's get this, let's get it done. Let's be done with this one. The cap is a wooden cap, and it sits very firmly on the bottle. So yeah, I wouldn't check it too much because, you know, like it's a heavier bottle, but of course you get the idea, like it sits pretty tight. So let's get down to the note breakdown. I had to do a little bit of research to find out the notes actually. I mean, I had to do a little bit of study on this. So I'm gonna read it out, what I found out, okay? So on the top, you get bergamot, pink pepper. On the mid, you got the cardamom, nutmeg, iris, heliotrope. And on the base, you're supposed to get cedar, tonka bean, and amber. So guys, let me just tell you, off the bat, the moment you spray this thing, what you get is a fresh floral burst. It's not like a lemony floral burst. It's a fresh, like, how do I say this? Like, it's difficult to say actually, but this is how it is. Like, you walk into a garden full of all these beautiful flowers and beautiful smell, the fresh, clean smell you get from the flowers. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, this fragrance is heavily floral. And with the presence of iris and heliotrope, it's a powdery fragrance. I mean, there's a lot of powderiness to it. And I don't have a full bottle of this, but I did try this fragrance at the stores couple of times. I tried to fall in love, but the price just does not allow me to fall in love. Tom Ford Black Orchid is the main fragrance, and this baby right here is almost, I would say, like a 80 to 90% clone of Tom Ford Black Orchid. Guys, that particular fragrance is heavily marketed for or towards the female section of the market, but a lot of guys do enjoy it, and I've fallen in love with this. Don't get me wrong, ain't the kind of person who's gonna put on a pink t-shirt and be roaming around, but hey, I love this one. Believe me, this sub $20 fragrance is, it does not smell synthetic at all. Not at all synthetic. It's very much pleasing, and especially with summer. Springtime is right now. It's springtime in New York, and summer is coming up. And when it says EDP, the best thing about these Arabic houses is that performance. It's got a monstrous performance, very good longevity. I've been giving this a good wear a couple of times, and I was amazed. At least 8+ hours. I just go with like 4 or 5 sprays, 1 on the cloth, 3 on the body, like either side of the neck, and probably somewhere around the wrist or somewhere, and I just put a random 1 or 2 on the cloth, and this thing lasted me more than 8 hours. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. And there are other stores outside too, like they do allow you to try out the fragrances. So I did try out the Black Orchid a couple of times, so I know I'm familiar with the dry down. In the opening, it's not too much of a similarity because Tom Ford's Black Orchid has a lot of depth to it. There's some spiciness, the cardamom, the iris, and there are other notes that make the thing very rich, but this one does not have too much, not too many notes. And also I would like to point out something. There's no point in telling you guys about all these details about Black Orchid because you can always look it up on the internet and you will barely find any similarity on the notes. Maybe 1 or 2 notes might match up, but this thing smells almost very close to Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Now, I'm not promoting this fragrance as a first class clone and you should go and buy this one, but as a fragrance on its own, if you have not tried Black Orchid, you cannot afford Black Orchid, this is the way to go. Very good performance, great projection, and once it starts drying down, that's where the similarities merge. So as I said, like on the base, they claim that there's cedar, tonka bean, and amber, because the amber is going to give you that warmth, and the tonka bean kind of like a sweet vanilla kind of vibe. Now let me tell you, like when I sprayed it on, I don't find any pink pepper kind of warmth in the opening. It's mostly bright floral, like really soothing, really smooth kind of floral. I really liked it, and especially when the summer's gonna be here, the sun's gonna be scorching down on us, this thing is gonna perform. I can guarantee that, because even in springtime, some days it's getting really cold here in New York, but still this thing is performing like a monster, baby. This is awesome. And like towards the dry down, I kind of had this feeling that couple of days when I put it on, and I felt that towards the base, like absolute dry down, I feel like there's an earthiness to it. Some kind of like earthiness, like what kind of earthiness it is, like if you walk out on the earthy surface and there's water dripping on it, that earthy smell, lovely earthy smell you get, like the smell of nature. That's the kind of earthiness, but it's like nuances of it, not too much, not overpowering. Mostly this thing is floral, it's fresh, and towards the very bottom you get that sweet vanilla kind of vibe with that earthiness and the warmth of amber. And mind you, this thing is a very good performer, so do not be put off by the fact that this costs below $20. Guys, that was my take on Giorgio Black. It was a blind buy, an excellent blind buy, I must say. I'm really happy with this performance, and thank God I didn't have to spend a shit ton of money for Tom Ford. Of course, whenever I get the chance, I will definitely invest in a bottle of Tom Ford Black Orchid. Regardless of the fact they say it's for the ladies, I don't give a shit, man. This thing smells good on my skin. I got compliments with this. This thing's performing like a monster all the time. Like I've been putting it on like a whole week. I've got compliments, although some people did ask me, it's kind of floral, like as a guy, would you like put on a floral? I said fragrances are very much subjective. It's not like It's for the guys, it's for the ladies only. There are a lot of ladies out there. You can check out the internet. YouTube is full of all this information. There are a lot of ladies out there constantly use only men's fragrance. They do not use women's fragrances. Again, there are men who use some female fragrances too. And again, this is like chemical on your skin, so each person's skin, it varies. The performance, everything varies as per the skin. That's why I said like it's a very subjective thing. So thank you guys for staying with me and supporting my channel. You guys stay blessed, and that was my take on the Giorgio Black review. Thank you guys. All the best.